Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what's up with spirit, seeing any divine messages that are coming through. All right, let's get down to it. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies, whoever is drawn to this reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. In the past, we've got the energy of Three of Cups. It's interesting. This is the vice versa tarot deck. So on the other side, we see the typical Three of Cups where we see everybody there. But from this perspective, we see one person. I feel like this is tuning into an energy of being a very loving and kind, wonderful neighbor, friend, and yet feeling alone, maybe not realizing that there are other two friends, that there are friends there. From this perspective, I'm getting that a lot of you had to go through a period of being very alone, feeling very isolated and separated. I'm getting that this was to separate you from toxic energies, not judging who you separated yourself from, but the energies that they want to continue to explore don't line up with what you want to manifest. And so, oh, interesting. So you might have spent quite a bit of time with people around you where they're there, they are physically there, but you are on such different vibrational wavelengths, such different frequencies, that you really aren't connecting anymore. There's an inability to connect because you're not on the same wavelength. I love how sayings actually do match, not on the same wavelength. That actually energetically checks. So I feel that at some point you were connected with these people, this person, but you both were staying together in the 3D, but miles away in vibration. There was a lot of love here. It was reciprocal at some point because you guys were closer in frequencies of what you wanted to explore. And it looks like you both started shifting frequencies. And this could be one person, this could be relating to kind of that clearing out feeling, that feeling very different and separate and alone feeling. Yeah, it might have even spurred the worst aspects of yourself, feeling alone, feeling separated, feeling isolated, not fitting in with your environment. It might have even trying to stay, it's like you tried to stay in, ooh, interesting. Okay. you tried to stay in a frequency with people to under some type of obligation that you felt like you had. Some type of connection kept you, some type of connection, and the 3D kept you confused, unable to follow. Wow, something came in there, a wave of confusion. It's like, oh, that's what came in. Worried about how others are perceiving you was more important than your actual happiness. Some of you might have physically become very dependent on those around you because you're trying to stay in an environment where they're happy being, they're choosing this, they are choosing the environment that they are in, but to you, you are not happy in that environment, and there's an attachment to the person or the connections that you had with that person that are no longer there. They were at a different space and time, and also on a different vibrational match. You no longer matched. I think it was heartbreaking for both of you. I think both of you blamed each other that you were going in different directions. And then the storyline, the 3D storyline, shifts depending on, okay, these came out as challenges. Interesting. 3 of Cups again as the challenge. The challenge is to find people who are a vibrational match. Emotionally, you feel really good being around them. I feel like you tolerated being around people who were trying to tolerate being around you too. It went both ways. However you felt about this connection or connections and these people, there's a lot of mirroring going on. So they felt the same way from their point of view, or a lot, very similar. The challenge was going inside to find the bravery to go your own direction, to follow the vibrational match instead of the 3D storyline. Boy, that just, the bravery, because it's like, I don't know if this is even real. I'm not sure, but I have tried, I've explored this. I can't stay in this environment. It gives that feeling of, you know, when your washing machine is like unbalanced and it's in the spin cycle, and it's just, sometimes the whole machine just starts rattling loose and you can't keep going. You have to stop that. You have to rebalance and shift things around. Such a funny metaphor coming up. So you were giving it your best, but I feel like that constantly being in an environment where you were an out of balance washing machine, that wears on you mentally, emotionally, physically. I think you knew that on some level. You were like, I'm taking a different turn here. I think you have also projected on each other, whoever, it's like taking it, both sides taking this change in vibration very personally. Like, you're supposed to follow my vibration. I don't trust, I don't feel comfortable. I have a anxious attachment style, or I can't let you go without taking it personally with my ego. It's a lot of hurt, resentment, confusion, around, are we allowed to go our own, are we allowed to follow our vibration and not the beliefs and customs and traditions that keep us in a controlled framework? Ooh, this, trying to navigate this, can feel the political, and take the political energies out and just get to the meat of the spiritual message. It's also been a challenge to see yourself as successful, because it looks like you've spent a lot of time, you might have spent most of your life in a mismatched space, thinking there's something wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong. It kind of feels like that ugly duckling scenario. You just don't fit because you weren't supposed to. Full stop. Wow, that was full stop. You were never supposed to fit in. That was never your job. That's why you sucked so bad at fitting in. Just kidding. You're so good at being yourself. Being yourself is the key. Okay. In current energies, we've got the 8 of Cups. So again, vice versa tarot deck. We've got a eclipse coming in. This is reminding me of eclipse energy, but this is the more typical 8 of Cups, a figure walking away. I don't know if you can see that. A little figure walking away from something that's emotionally unsatisfying. Here, you have a child. Oh boy. Okay. In current energies, you are shifting to a more quantum perspective, or you have that access to access quantum energies. When you were a child and you wanted so badly for a hero to show up and rescue you and make it okay and safe and loved, to be loved, whatever you were, who you were waiting to show up, right now in this quantum space, it's you as an adult going back to those emotional spaces of woundedness and creating a space for safety and healing for the younger version of yourself, to let that child know that they did nothing wrong and they don't have to hold the charge, the emotional charge of those. Wow. This is if you can tune into this energy, it's very healing. It's it has a lot of releasing. I'm releasing those painful wounds. I don't have to carry them with me anymore. I misunderstood. I can feel the woundedness without matching and mirroring and becoming the woundedness. It is an experience that I can learn from. These experiences create an opportunity for wisdom. They're actually doorways. And it looks like they're doorways with a lot of fear and pain over them. So we don't go through that doorway. We get insecure, fearful, anxious, and I feel this like backing away from feeling those woundedness. I'm getting that when you were young and when some traumas occurred, that you didn't know how to process those emotions. effectively, and you didn't have people around you who could help you. So now, though, it looks like you're taking what you know, also knowing that we are experiencing space and time, but it's a fabrication, so we can experience, so we can separate out and have a unique 3D experience, separate from each other, separate from other dimensions. Wow, lots coming through. There's something very fated. It's time. It's time to wake up. It's time to heal yourself. It's time to unburden that child within. Whew. Are you guys still tuned in? I think I just went on a journey. Now I'm back. Okay. There's something going on in the current energy. Something about a lost opportunity, a missed chance. Feel like, so this feels like, so it's related to woundedness that you've been carrying. Oh, okay. So there's some wounds that you've been carrying from childhood. You might be perceiving them as more current, but I'm seeing them as more core issues. And it looks like that woundedness might block you from accepting a very tangible opportunity from the universe. Physical. I think you might be concerned that this opportunity is a fiction, a delusion, a fantasy. And so it's creating a lot of confusion. Again, I'm seeing that faded, that like comet. There's something faded. There's something faded. So energetically fated, what I mean by that, as I'm seeing energetically, say normally you swim around in waters, or you just dip your toes in whatever your normal, whatever you're perceiving. Is it by a creek? Is it by a river, ocean, lake, some body of water? I'm seeing people in, fully in, by, near, but something is happening with this fated event where it's like a flood. And it's the rapid movement of energy. It's fated because we're all swept into it, because we're close to that stream of energy, and it pulls us in because we're matched to it. It's not like, oh my God, I don't want to be pulled into it. You have a match to it, so you become a part of it. It looks like a lot of you have created vests, safety vests, like you're floating down and you're like, you get to decide, do I want to enjoy these rapids? That's what it's starting to look like, rapids. I think I'm going to enjoy. I think right now the best thing is to enjoy. It's fated. You could try to scramble and hold onto a rock. You're going to waste your energy. I think you can decide how you want to experience this fated event, this rush. I'm getting to have some fun. Don't try to control. This is a great time to release control. I don't have control over this. So What I do have control over is how I'm going to perceive this. Do I want to hold on to the perception that this is a bad thing because I don't have control, or do I want to experience this as fun and lighthearted? And I hope I would love ease and fun and enjoy the wild ride. This is why we came here. These wild rides. I don't know where it's going to end up. It feels like it, what does it do? Feels like it speeds people up and pops them out into where they were meant to be, where they are more vibrationally matched. Is that why we're seeing at the beginning there was a lack of matching? Gosh, interesting. So there's a lack of vibrational match, and I feel like that's what's coming up in the energies, is a very fast, it feels around the full moon, feels around eclipse energy, but there's just so many energies coming together to create this connection, this fated connection to take you to where you'd prefer to be. So I would prefer to be in a high vibrational, fun, loving place. Surround yourself with the energy of love. Create it, curate it in your space. So that's kind of like you're setting up the punch ticket of where you want to ride this energy and where you want to end. I want to end up here, staying in kind of a feminine energy, creative, receptive, and let go of any burdens. I feel like this is a time to let go of 3D responsibilities as best we can. Every day we still chop wood and carry water, but not taking anything on. This is a time of great releasing. This is the end of the burdens that you've been carrying. This is the end of you feeling like you have to fit in with who you started the ride with, the ride on earth with. Woo. All right. Center of your reading, your higher self is tuning into the energy of the King of Swords. Ooh, this has a Archangel Michael type of energy. Oh, Archangel Michael, hey, is available. Wonder what that strong, powerful energy. He's coming in with the truth about your consciousness, about who you are. We've been exploring dense energies. It's time to come home. The energy of the going through the rapids, and I was seeing all of you with life vests on, all of us. That's from Archangel Michael. You are protected. You are divinely protected. You are divinely guarded. You are divinely guided. It's kind of like there's this celebration music. Be gentle with yourself. Some of you are experiencing pretty dramatic openings in your perception. It's okay. You got this. Just keep grounding. can be very confusing. This is a very spiritual shift. Archangel Michael is saying it's actually very natural. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. If you are attached to needing to get to some ground, some comfort, then it throws you off. That needing to find a finish line, you are going to have millions of infinite finish lines to get across. I'm also getting to be more in your feminine energy, be more conscious of when you are in your feminine energy, receive these beautiful energies, activations, just going with it, don't fight it kind of energy. There's a lot of messages. I wonder if you guys are receiving them as well, if you're tuning into this. If you want to share any that you've received in the comments below, you're very welcome. Okay, yes, this is about the imbalance that's been happening in your life. That's exactly what I was reading down below. There's this incredible, that washing machine out of balance. And you were willing to accept so little because you didn't value your own energy. You didn't value okay. This is like what would this story be? Have I heard this somewhere else? This is, gosh, I don't know how to explain this. This is realizing that you have a gold mine within you, some type of gold mine, but the people that the families you've been around and who you've been more of a match with, trying to work together with, trying to connect with, trying to find a community with, they are unable to perceive this gold mine within you. So there's a part of you that it's like, gosh, I feel like I've got a gold mine within me. I feel like, but I'm very confused because actually how I'm being perceived is so far away from how I feel about myself. And so when that happens long enough, you start believing how others are perceiving you more and more. It looks like you were releasing those projections. Ooh. Boy, interesting. Right. So channeling, I'm hoping that you guys are receiving these messages, because I'm out there. You guys must have big things, big asks, things that you want, yeah, information. Wow. Okay. Your challenge right now is the Emperor from this point of view. So here we have the Emperor, a more typical point of view. Okay. All right. This figure this energy has been showing up for the last several weeks, maybe a month or so. This is someone who, so this Emperor embodying emperor energy, someone very divine masculine energy. Could be a female or non-binary, but they run a lot of divine masculine energy. And wait, it's hard to read this person's energy. I can see why this is challenging. I feel like as you're trying to tune into this energy, it's very confusing and you get lost. I feel like that's because that's where they are, that they are very lost. And so they've isolated, they've kind of turned their back on the world because of some pain that they have difficulty releasing. Ooh, that makes them feel, it's in the back of my heart space and solar plexus chakra. So it's about who they are and their power or lack of power. Why is this energy coming up? I feel like this person has the potential to find that sanctuary within. This person has a lot of creative abilities. I feel like you both are sparking some type of fire within. And I'm not seeing like some archetype that who this person is supposed to be for you. Maybe they're just here for a short term, but it does seem that you guys are activating each other's ascension. Wow. This person, I feel like part of what you are focused on is creating 10 of Pentacles, someplace so safe, so secure, so stable, lasting, long lasting, not a few moments, not a little what, like you're wanting to create heaven on earth. That's what that feels like. And I feel like the big question is this person here to help me create this 10 of Pentacles? Or are they diverting? Are they distracting me? And it throws you in to this confusion. And so you, oh, this confusion, this uncertain, lack of certainty, uncertain confusion. It's interesting what that does to your crown chakra and makes it hard to see. I can't tell if this person, I don't feel like this person's good or bad. This person is just activating. And I feel like, I don't know. You guys are mirroring each other a lot. The challenge is, do you have beliefs that are blocking you from happiness? Do you have patterns of habit? Are you trying to control and bring in and like make someone come in and have this experience, or just kind of let go? And we're in a very faded time, and Keep your vibration high, keep it out of this confusion, trying to figure this out. Because as soon as I do that, my vibration just went, oh, yeah. And I stopped receiving messages. I think the challenge is, if this is going to be something, I don't know, then we'll find out on the rapids or when we get popped out in, that space. Let's just have some fun. I feel by trying to know now who this person is to you and forming like decisions and trying to control how this person makes their decision and where they pop out, we're missing the point. We're supposed to just see who is attracted, who naturally comes to us. We don't want a connection where we had to chase someone and convince someone of our value and of being in a connection with us. We want to trust. There's a lot of surrender in this that Archangel Michael is saying, just surrender. Don't try to control an outcome. Don't try to control others. Yeah. There's a lot of the energy that I'm tuning into right now is a lot of detaching from an outcome. Trust that maybe there's an outcome that's even better than the destination that you are trying to force to happen. Maybe there's a destination that's what Archangel Michael's saying. So this is co-creating with the divine. This is letting go of your attachments to what you think is going to bring you happiness. I need this to happen. I need this to happen this way. I need this person. I need, so there's like a lack. There's a misunderstanding of your role in creation. I feel like you're trying to write the script for others to find your happiness instead of trusting and just being more in that feminine energy of allowing and receiving someone's loving energy. This is a balance that's being something that's been mismatched, that's coming out in current energies. Whew. All right. Hope that was helpful. I feel pretty out there. I hope this made sense to someone out there. If this resonated, I would love as an exchange for channeling these messages alike in exchange. Subscribe if you would like more of these. And any comments that you want to share. I love reading your comments. I love the different perspectives. I love how you support each other. I love how you support me. I do. It's nice. You guys are really wonderful and I really appreciate you. Take care. Bye.